Ethical chocolate. Levels, pre-intermediate up. The innovative chocolate company with a taste for ethical trading. Following a trip to South America, Simon and Helen Pattinson swapped their lives as city lawyers to run a fairly traded chocolate company. Montezuma's chocolate has been described as a stroke of genius and a taste of paradise. Untucking into a piece of their dried mango dipped in white chocolate flavored with lime and chili, it's difficult to argue with these compliments. In fact, it's difficult to do anything but concentrate on the remarkable flavors exploding in your mouth. Our aim was to create a chocolate company that was really innovative, good quality, and interestingly packaged, says founder Simon Pattinson. Despite all the chocolate providers in the UK, I still don't think that exists elsewhere. At one end of the spectrum, you've got cheap and cheerful chocolate bars. At the other, you have boutique chocolate shops. We try to sit comfortably in the middle. A decade ago, Pattinson didn't have a clue about the chocolate industry. My wife, Helen, and I were both city lawyers and were getting increasingly dissatisfied with the long hours and long commutes. Okay, we were well paid, but we never had any time. So we decided to pack everything in and go off traveling for a few months while we decided what we wanted to do with our lives. The plan was to explore South America, have some fun, and come back with a notebook of business ideas. They started to consider chocolate as soon as they came across a little town in the middle of the Argentinian Lake District, where a large German population ran several chocolate shops. We got thinking about why there wasn't more innovation in chocolate in the UK, says Pattinson. When we reached Venezuela and accidentally ended up staying on a cocoa plantation, we became fascinated by these beautiful trees and fruit and how it becomes one of the world's most addictive foods. When they returned, the couple spent 6 months eating vast amounts of chocolate and researching every corner of the industry until they found a gap in the market. It helped that I'm an amateur and experimental cook, says Pattinson. Indeed, his area is product development, including all Montezuma's unusual flavors, such as their strawberry and paprika chocolate bar. In 2000, Montezuma started with one little chocolate machine in one shop, selling 200 products. After 7 years, the 60-person strong company launched its 7th store and also has a growing wholesale and mail order business. The targeted turnover for this year is £4 million. All Montezuma's organic cocoa comes from cooperative plantations in the Dominican Republic and Peru. Besides focusing on sourcing the finest ingredients, it was always important to us that growers get a fair price, explains Pattinson. Both of these co-ops have a strong social structure that reinvests in the local society and infrastructure in a way that makes their cocoa-based agriculture sustainable, equitable, and indeed profitable. Right from the word go, the Pattinsons put ethics at the heart of the business. It really was a passion of Helen and me that if we could make the business profitable, then we should make part of the aim of the business to make life more comfortable for the societies we come into contact with, he explains. In fact, it's essential to us to deal fairly with all our suppliers so that we don't exploit anyone in the entire chain from grower to consumer. The Pattinsons' commitment to ethics even extends to its advertising budget. We don't advertise. Instead, we use the budget we would do for advertising to support charitable works, whether providing Easter eggs for a charity Easter egg hunt or getting actively involved with fundraising for different projects.